Welcome to the Laws of Business Breakthroughs, hosted by Bimal Shah, the CEO of Raj Park Achievers. How are you this morning, Bimal?
Good, great. How are you, Blanca?
I am amazing because it's Monday morning, I'm fired up, and this is worth $10,000 of business expertise. So tell us, what are your laws for today?
So today I'm going to talk about one of the most important laws is daily accountability. It's more than a $10,000 law. If you have daily accountability, it makes a huge difference in your business. And accountability is important. As we know, everybody needs to be held accountable, including yourself. So one of the hardest things for people to do is hold themselves accountability. So what I'd like to do is share first with what is the meaning of accountability. So if you think about the words responsibility, accountability, it ends with the word ability. So you think about ability to account, ability to respond, right? So ability to account means that there is a balance, and account means you have assets, liabilities. If you have ever studied, know accounting, and there's income and expenses and then net. So account means that there is balance of all activities that you're trying to do, and then you're able to translate into numbers. So that's what accountability is. So, and daily accountability can take you to a whole new leap. If they score the QR code and they scan that code, and there's plenty of tools for people to, build a daily accountability scorecard. Have a daily accountability scorecard. Get an accountability partner. So if you don't know someone, or who can be, have someone in your home, or your wife, or your partner, your spouse, as an accountability partner, where you have to report to, what did I do for the day? How was your day? And what are the top 3 to 5 victories you accomplished for the day? And you can get a free breakthroughs tool by scanning the QR code, and you can actually build an accountability scorecard. So if you'd like to build an accountability scorecard, scan the QR code. Also, you should have accountability in all different functions of your business. So think about marketing, operations, sales, technology, finance. How are you holding yourself accountable in each one of these functions? Are you targeting a certain number of money in the bank every single day? Are you targeting a certain number of sales every day? And I know a company right here in South Florida, Modernizing Medicine, Dan Kane, their goal was $1,000 a day in sales. And just having that, it's not a big goal, but just having that took them to $100 million. $100 million.
That's incredible.
Right. So having a daily goal makes a huge difference. People say, well, we should have quarterly, annual goals. But what happens you should have definitely annual goals, quarterly goals, and those should translate into monthly, weekly, and daily goals. So the daily goals should be linked to your 3-year goal, your 5-year moonshot, your 25-year vision. So whatever you're doing every day, how is it connected to your long-term vision? And every day people have to understand that nothing happens without the grind. You have to do the grind. There's just no substitute to it. And every effort, everything that you have to do in business comes with a little bit of work that you don't like to do. It's just part of the game, and initially you would have to do it yourself. As you grow and as you scale, you can find people to do it for you. So the grind has to happen. You have to do the work that you have to get done in order to make it work. And then there's decision making. So think about short-term results, long-term results. And those are 2 things that you need to focus. Short-term results is money in the bank. What can I do to put money in the bank? Long-term results is what gets my company scaled. So 3 things that help you short term, 3 things that help you long term, and integrate your daily results. Integrate your daily results with the functions, with the cash flow, every single aspect of your business.
You're integrating the daily results with the long-term goal.
Absolutely. No question about it. So you need to, and this is why, people should have a place where they look at their long-term goal several times in a day.
I think we really forget to do that. We really forget to look at the long-term goal. We're so focused on getting through the day that we forget about the long-term goal. So
Right.
how do you remind yourself, Lamal, to look at the long-term goal?
It works differently for different people. So for some, it's a vision board because they're statutory in one place. They are working in an office environment, and they could have it right in front of their eyes. The other is, if you're traveling, if you're moving from one place to another, have it somewhere in your phone, in your notes. And you don't have to have a detailed description. You can have in short bullet points. Again, this is for just to remind you. It's not for someone else. So you can have it very brief and short in bullet points, in a small screenshot, or in a notes, or in some place in an app which you refer to on a normal basis. So that's what I do, where I can constantly go to my phone and look at it and say, okay, this is my long-term goal. What am I doing right now that can make one step closer to it? And then make a decision and move forward. It could be writing an email, connecting with someone who's going to open some doors for you in different in a different place of a business that you haven't explored. And you could do that. So look at your long-term goal and make it happen.
That is powerful. And everybody out there, take a picture of the QR code on the screen, and you can get all the links of Vimal. Additionally, remember about that long-term goal and ask questions. If you ask a question and put it in the chat, you can win an interview with me on my Instagram live show every night at 7. We want this webcast to be interactive. Okay, to have Vimal here on Monday mornings is a gift, and we really need to treasure this gift and ask more questions. So I'm really hoping that
we also give away a free book.
Good morning, Samantha. Give us a good question on business. Samantha is
a free book. She will get a free book.
There you go. You get a free book if you ask a question. A free book if you ask a question. Samantha was on my Instagram live show over the weekend. Walter Paul Baburian, thanks for commenting. He says goals can even be shorter than on a daily basis. You can work by the hour, the minute, or by the moment. What do you think of that?
Absolutely. So you can break it down, you can break it down by the hour, but you can only break it down once you have what you want to accomplish for the day. So if you know what you want to accomplish for the day, you can break it down for the hour. You can break it down for the minute. I mean, Jeff Bezos breaks it down by the millisecond.
By the millisecond, does he? I break it down by 15-minute to 30-minute increments.
Right, but sometimes some activities take you longer. So let's say you have a goal, it takes you longer to get to the end result. So it differs from individual to individual, and it differs from what the activity is and what the result is. So it depends on the goal. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So Walter, send me your
question from Samantha. How do you measure the strengths of your development strategy?
Great question. So the answer to that question is you need to have, first of all, what I have is a business scorecard. Okay. So if you use the QR code to download the business scorecard, the business scorecard takes into account every single function of the business and the financial impact of that function and the strategy. So it lays down the financial impact. Okay. If we have this strategy, this is the financial impact, and that's how you can measure the strength of your development strategy. That I am developing this strategy, it's going to result in this financial impact, and I can do this steps in the first 90 days, and this will be my leap, and this is how I can convert the 90-day leap into weekly touch points and then take the steps. So that's a great question. Download the scorecard. And Samantha, put your information so we can send you the book.
I will send a personal email introduction to you and Samantha. Samantha is also a member of the Laws of Life networking group, which Bamal also attends. So you can meet Bamal on Tuesdays at 11 at the networking, and I'll send an email intro. So she'll have, make sure you email me your address, Samantha, so we can get you that free book in the mail. That's incredible. And what's the name of the book?
It's the Business Accelerator. It's a part 1 of 13 where, it talks about resolving your biggest challenge in 4 weeks.
That's incredible. If anybody else has a question, you'll get a free book from Bamal called The Business Accelerator. So let me know who has any more questions. So let's see, we have some good mornings from Mr. Wazi Noor Udin. Good morning. And what else can I tell you?
When does a company qualify a grant to cover your costs to help with other personal strategies? So scan the QR code. I have a questionnaire there, bit.ly/grants now. And the first link is free money. So if you put in your information, I can send you exactly what the company qualifies for and what grants can be used. There are different grants. There are state grants that are federal grants, there are county grants now. As part of the new relief that is being talked in the Congress right now, there are some county monies that are going to be allocated. So that would open up some new link.
Oh, we lost your sound.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now we can, yes. You just repeat your last sentence.
Okay, so if they go to that link and put in their information, they can get exactly the dollar amounts or what they can qualify for and how soon they can get that money and what will be the next steps. So
Wow.
go to that link and fill in your information.
Those are incredible questions. Thank you, Samantha Foster, the founder of the Lifehouse Project, a nonprofit dedicated to providing women from abuse, domestic abuse shelter. And Samantha will be on the Laws of Life Talk February 9th. Who wants to meet her and connect with her and her committee? And these are, I like this interaction that's happening with the webcasting and the networking, and that's what it's all about. So what is your #1 law of business breakthrough for today, Bamal?
So today it's accountability, and get an accountability partner and talk to them and have a conversation, and how did you win the day? How did you capture the day? Make yourself happen to the day, not the day happen to you.
I like that. I love it.
Make yourself happen to the day.
Make yourself happen to the day. Wow, that's powerful. I love it, and I hope that everybody learned something today. I know I did. Thanks for watching The Laws of Business Breakthroughs, and connect with Bamal Shah, the CEO of Raj Parth Achievers, and feel free to reach out to us anytime. Thank you so much, Bamal. Have a great day.
You have several companies. It's not just Rajport Achievers. You have Advisory Holdings. So there's a Rajport group of companies. There's several businesses that we do.
That's phenomenal. Well, we're very excited. We keep getting to know you, keep continuing the conversation, and everyone have a fantastic Fired Up day.
Thank you.